Super Smarties! This is a super special video. It's just for my Transitional Kindergarten Kiddos because I want to go over what I'm sending home to you in your special pack. Here's Juliet's. So you're bringing home a survival pack. But that doesn't sound very fun. So I changed it up a little bit, and instead I gave it a new name. Here's my Rebus equation to help you figure it out. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Say got it. Unless you don't, and then we'll all say good. All right, let me explain my equation. So this is for TK, just exclusively for my students because I didn't make them for anyone who might be watching. Although if you need the materials, just find a way to me and I'll find a way to provide what I can. This is a what? Yeah, a ghost. And what does he say? Moo. And this is a what? An owl. And what does he say? Hoo. And this is a party owl. And what does he say? Woohoo. So, boo plus who plus woohoo equals a boo-hoo woohoo party with Super Teacher. So in October, my neighbors boo each other and they put this little sign and then you get a bag of really wonderful stuff. It's like magical and you find it on your porch and it's a you've been booed. And I thought, oh, I want to boo you, but it's not October and might be by the time we get free. But I thought, boo-hoo, we're not together. So I wanted to boo-hoo you. But then I thought that's kind of sad. So let's ramp it up and make it happy. And so it's a woohoo, because you're getting stuff and we get to spend time together like this. Me in the device, teacher in the box, and you somewhere out there. I think I see you. Oh, over there. Hi. Hi, Karen. Hi, Juliet. Hi, Faith. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Gia. Hi, Andy. I miss all of you. Hi, Alexander. Hi, Eli. Hi, Scarlett. Hi, Keno. And Liam. Hi, Lillian. Hi. I see you, Edward. Hi, Everly. She's dressed like a princess. Oh, it makes me miss you even more. Hey, there's Eric and Aiden, his little brother. You guys are playing with superheroes. Hey, get some homework done. You're going to come back to school. You need to know some stuff. There's Oliver and Mila. Hi, Mila. I see you. Hi. Hi. I know I wish I had my sticks. And there's Roman. And Royce. She's dressed in her chicken suit. Hi, Royce. And Ruben. Ruben, you came late to us. Now we don't get time together. That's more boo-hoo. Annabelle. Where's my baby? Let me see him. Oh, Wesley. He's getting so big. Look at all his hair. My goodness. Carson. Where's my Charlie? Are you hiding my Charlie? Oh, there's Charlie. I can't wait to hear your stories. You gotta come back, okay? Otherwise, send me some. I'm needing a Carson fix. Did I miss anybody? If I did, I'll have to remember. Roxana, you were hiding over there. I see you too. I know your big sister's helping you, so is your mom and dad. Probably not even missing me at all, but I'm missing all of you. Gustavo, you were trying to not be seen. I see you. I see you. Y'all have to come to my boo-hoo woo party. What kind of party would it be if everybody doesn't show up? Okay, so let's go through your packet. Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready? Faith is ready. She's already done the packet. I'm going to give it to you again. You can do it again. Okay, so on the top of your packet, you're going to find this handy-dandy, lovely gift from Dr. Rios and our school. Yay. And me too. I just pulled it out of the cupboard. So it's from me too. And here's our equation. This is your boo plus who plus woohoo equals a boo-hoo woohoo party pack with Super Teacher Dr. Robinson. Then you have to come to the videos for the party, a boo-hoo woohoo party for super smarties. Okay, so what you're going to use this for, you're going to take the equation out, and then you're going to take other materials that I'm providing for you, and you can slide them in. This way, you will get to have a wipe mat at home if you don't have a whiteboard or you don't have one of the fancy wipe mats like what we use at school. Now, I know some of you might not have a dry erase marker, so I got you covered there. More things I took from the closet. The supply closet is now empty. I raided it. There was no toilet paper. I'd have brought that home for me. But there were these things. So I'm giving you one dry erase marker. Now, if we come back before the end of the school, please bring it back because these are always in high demand and low supply. So this is like gold, like I'm giving you gold. So take good care of it. And the wipe mat, make sure that when you use it, you wipe it off immediately because this plastic will absorb this marker if you leave it on too long. Now, I didn't give you anything to erase with, so just use a sock. Don't use tissue because that's in high demand. Use an old sock and then just wash it out, or a little rag. You're also going to get a pencil and some crayons. Now, I didn't find the big ones in the closet. A couple of you will get the big ones. Most of you are going to get the small ones, so be really careful. Not too much pressure. You're almost kindergartners, so you can just use light pressure. Otherwise, the tips will snap or they'll break in half. And then you're going to have to use pieces of crayon. And we're not using lazy crayons. We're not laying down. They're very mature and standing up, so you want to make sure you write with the point. And the pencils are sharpened. We had to sharpen them all, my house. So shout outs and props to Brecken and Regan, my boys, and our friend Mr. David. Yay! They were my helpers. Mr. David worked harder than the boys. He worked harder than the boys combined. It's true. They helped a little bit, but they helped. Okay. So, the first thing that I ran for everyone is the Paramount Pack. Now, I know some people ran it on their own, and I super appreciate that. But if you've already done it on paper, you might want to just slide the pages back into the sheet protector, use the dry erase marker, and do it again. And then when you're done, you can use the backs, and you can use the crayons to draw something or write something, the pencil to write something. But everyone now has a copy of that because that's what I'm loading lessons for. So I want to make sure that I'm supporting the materials that I'm providing. The next thing is I went through our series, and we are using Eureka Math series. So the stuff that we didn't finish and won't be using, and a lot of it, I don't use the worksheets. We do hands-on because I find the learning is so much better. But I'm sending you home the worksheets. I would have done that at the end of the year, so you could play school and review all summer, but now you're going to play school and review now. And I'm not going to load lessons specific to this, even though you all have these materials. So here's some parent letters that will kind of give you some ideas to do at home. And then you can, again, you can put these in the white mats if you want to use them more than once. That's what I would suggest. That's how I use some of these pages at school that I want to repeatedly use, and I don't want to keep running copies because we kill a full-on forest probably every week. But these kinds of things, you can just slide in the white mat, and then you can use Cheerios or other cereal at home or rocks or toys, and then have them construct sets. You could use more than one, and if you have more than one child, have them play a game, and they have to like pick up a flashcard with a number and then hurry to make that set. You can also use this for building equations, math equations, simple equations, 2, 5, within 10, and 2, 5. And so you could write them on a paper in the white mat and then just lay them on. But if you put them in the white mat, it'll make the papers last longer. Then this is a number book, but you have to cut it apart. So I just take regular paper, fold it in half and make a book, or cut apart and make a book, and then they're going to cut these out, and they all have the cutting skills, so they're going to cut these out, simple straight lines. You might want to cut around the edges so it's less cutting if you have a struggling cutter, so it's just complete straight lines. And then they're going to glue them on the page to represent this many on that page. It goes all the way to 10. And then also what you want to do is have them try writing the number and have them write the number words. So write it off the page for them and let them copy it. And then there's sets we were going into, we'd started some of it, but we were going to go pretty strongly into beginning addition and subtraction, just to 5, using a lot of manipulatives. So I'm not inclined to use this paper, and I'd encourage you to also use other things that they can touch, because when you're in a concrete operational stage, the abstraction of subtraction and addition is really difficult to process. So the more things you can attach and the more touching that they do and telling, it's more valuable. Then add the pictures so that they start making the connection between the abstraction of addition and subtraction and the concrete reality of what they're actually doing, pushing together and pulling apart. So that's super helpful. This is a little paper for counting. Here's a little tree. Again, I would put this into the sheet protector to protect it, and then cut these apart, put them into a bowl, have them make sets to, I believe there's 16, so they could do more to go to 20. But you can do basic addition and subtraction with this and make up little stories and have them solve the story. So those are reusable. And you can have them color it, it'd be beautiful color, but have them not draw apples on the tree. Then we're looking at higher numbers up to 10, making sets to 10. And so if you don't have little snap cubes at home, you can use other items, and you can also make these just draw them on another piece of paper and have them show you different ways to 9. So what we would be doing here is with blocks, we'd use different color blocks and they'd show me ways to 9. So they'd break it apart, put it together. Like 1 red block, 8 blue blocks. So 1 and 8 more is 9. 5 red blocks, 4 blue blocks. 5 plus 4 is 9. 5 and 4 more is 9, but showing 9 in different ways. So these you can lay something on them, so you can make your own, just draw them, cut them apart, have the kids slide them on. And if you actually have some blocks, or you have cubes, or you have tile, like bathroom tile, all of those work a little bit better because the texture of them is a little easier to push, and they have a kinesthetic feel to them. So that tactile, textural feel helps them make the connection, again, between the abstractions. And then this is just, you can have them build sets, you can have them write the number. I would put this in the white mat and have them practice writing. And then we were doing more with shapes. So I'm going to be doing some lessons with the Paramount Pack, but 3-dimensional shapes are going to be harder for you at home because you probably don't have the resources that I have that we use in school that just show the actual shape, like a cube or a pyramid or a cone. So if you can find real objects around your house, that would be extremely helpful. So you're going to want to use that. Just trying to make sure that you know what we were going to cover in depth. Counting on. And then I included writing numbers in this packet, and then I've also made some other packets. And then there's little rhymes with manipulatives. There's one that's a ship in here, and I do it with goldfish. And there's more with shapes in here. Plane shapes, which are 2-dimensional, the flat ones. And then 3-dimensional shapes. And then showing sets of numbers. Here's flashcards. You can cut those out. This is a little game. I use Teddy Grahams. I have those at school. That's not going to help you. You can use other little cookies if you want to. And you can use little manipulatives. Make a dice. Take a dice. Make a dice. Or make little number cards. And then they pick them up. And then they have to take the little bear to find his way through the path. Heavy, light objects. So we're going to be doing weight. We're looking at measurement, standard and non-standard measurement. So go around your house, which is heavier, which is lighter. But you also want them to see pictures of things that would be smaller in the picture, but in reality would be larger. For example, a picture of an elephant and a picture of an apple. The apple might look larger on the page, but you would say, if they were real, which one would weigh more? Because that's one of the things they look at in standardized testing, is can children take that, look at the abstraction of the picture, and then go to the concrete reality, which is really an abstraction in their thought, and then draw that back in as well. And then small, medium, and large ordering. These are all things you can easily do in the kitchen, in your playroom, in your bedroom, outside. And then things that go together. We've been doing this a lot of these things we have done all year. And then I just included a few things. Oh, there's other things that are sticking on here. I kind of walk you through the Eureka packet. And Eureka Math is Engage New York for free online, so you can get into that. And there's other pages. We don't copy them all because we just don't find them valuable in Transitional Kindergarten. We really try and use what's called realia, a lot of material, because the more they use that realia, the easier the transfer later, because in kindergarten they're going to be doing more paper, so we try and kind of stay away from the paper as much as we can, but sending it home for you to use as reinforcement is valuable. So I want you to kind of understand how we use it. This is just a sorting mat. You could also have them build sets and say which is greater, which is less than. And I use a little stick duck, so it looks like the greater than and less than sign with no teeth. Sometimes I use an alligator, which is super cute, but ducks have no teeth, so the little mouth going one way and the other way, and then the equal sign in between. And then I just added a few papers to the back that were just things that I found that I wanted them to work on. And this, don't glue it down. You can use it as manipulatives, or you can glue it down. Or you could glue these little pieces, color them, and glue them to a cereal box. I do them in different colors, like 5 of them are red, 4 of them are green, 3 of them are yellow, so that then they can put them in ordered sets. And if you just color them, cut them out, glue them to a cereal box, color them, glue them to a cereal box, cut them out, then they become manipulatives. If you don't have manipulatives at home, manipulatives are just things that they manipulate or touch. Then we're still doing book orders. You can do it all online. So I sent the ones that I had for March, and the deadline will be on Tuesday, Monday, because I need to have it in by Tuesday. And then you can order for other months as well. And I'll send you a message telling you when. And Scholastic, I think they will send right to your home. They're doing something a little bit different. I'll have to check. Otherwise, they'll come to my home, and I'll get them distributed to you. Then I took the rest of for our series, our reading series, I just took the rest of the little, we call these newspapers, so the rest of the little newspapers, and I sent those home. Then we get Scholastic News, the Let's Find Out, so I just pulled the ones that I had and sent those. I'll be sending those home. We call these newspapers, we call these our magazines. They're little books. And then Handwriting Without Tears, and I believe I already sent one book home, but I had another set, so I'm sending these home. And this has capital and lowercase, so practicing the writing, which is super helpful. Then also for writing, use these in the white mats. Don't just write on them, because it'll be one and done if you just write on them. And so they don't have the arrows telling the kids how to use them, because I do that verbally. I am going to do a video posting that for probably a single letter and a single letter and a single letter. And so that'll make it a little bit easier, because then the instruction will just be online and you don't have to do it, and then you can reinforce it. But drop these into the white mats. Don't just let them run over them with crayons, because then they're not going to see the dotted lines, and you want them to trace over them a specific way. And then I sent home, I want to do Zoom with our class, so I want to try a weekly Zoom, and I'm going to get that set up, and I'll send you the information. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on growth mindfulness. So I sent you a brain, so keep your picture of your brain, because we're going to talk about that. And then your growth mindfulness notebook. Now, I won't be able to send you things to put inside, so I'll do that later, but we can draw them, or I can email them to make that available. I just would prefer you don't have to print out. But I want to focus on the emotional and social aspects of the learning, and connect on Zoom so that we're in a social aspect, because in Transitional Kindergarten, we're focusing on self-regulation, socialization, gross and fine motor. And I can send you materials for gross and fine motor, and socialization is going to be a little bit difficult unless you have other children in your house. But that self-regulation piece and the socialization on Zoom, those are the two pieces I really want to focus on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some basic lessons for building growth mindfulness and mindset, and then we're going to talk a lot about the brain and give them some tools for regulation at home, which will be helpful for you as well. And then I'm sending a composition book. It's blank, because I do a daily calendar, and what I want them to do is add that daily calendar. Now, they're not going to probably need the whole page. They might, but they can do, each day they can just do that date in there and then draw something. And I think these have 80 pages, which will take us, they could have a spread then for each day. That will take us through the end of the school year. And hopefully we're going to be back. So, and you'll just keep that at home. I'll bring this back so we can fill it up if we come back. Hopefully we're going to come back. That's my prayer. Then I made you 2 packets for numbers. This one is 1 to 10, and it has different activities. This one is 1 to 20, and I'll do a lesson on this so you know how to use it. You're just going to draw something that represents this number. Tallies are up and down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, up and down. Make 1 across and then no more. And we make a dot at the top and a dot at the bottom. And then whatever's on the page, they're just going to copy it and locate it. I would use a highlighter with this. You can use this in the white mat, or you can just use it straight up. And then I also made them a color book. And this is just fun. And I wouldn't do this in the white mat because I'm only sending you one dry erase marker, and it won't be all these colors. Unless you have others at home, you can do it that way. That's fine too. And if you want, you can make another copy or take a picture of it and copy it again if you want them to do it more than once. And then I'm sending home this about your family, because one of the activities we're going to do on Zoom is talking about our families. And then this is a little book about them, because one of the foci of open house is us and our families and all the work that we did this year. And I'm thinking they're going to probably cancel open house. So I kind of want to bring some of that to you. Then if you are a family who requested a device, this is really important. This is your power cord. Don't lose it. That needs to come back. If we don't come back this year, you're going to keep it through the summer, I think, unless they make a drop-off time. And then you're going to be given 1 device, a Chromebook. There's a serial number that I'm going to link to you, and then there's an assignment number, a site assignment number. So you just want to make sure that you take really good care of this. You have to use power because they're charged. Some of them are charged now. It will run out. So make sure that you use the power cord and keep these things together, because these are a return to school object. They need to come back because we don't have money for more. And so if they don't come back, we won't have any way of using them for instruction next year when we are for sure back in school. And I think that covers everything that's in your packet, except, since I'm going to boo-hoo you, ha! Snack time! You've been boo-hoo, woo-hooed by Super Teacher. You have to have something fun in there. So I miss you all. Families, you know how to reach me. You have my number. You can call me anytime, text, send me video, and make sure that you have your children join me often, frequently, preferably every day online, so that they get to see their teacher in the box, Super Teacher in the box, and that they get that instruction, that continuous instruction, that kind of imprint of me joining them every day. So I look forward to seeing you for real and in person soon, but until then, I look forward to seeing you on another video, and enjoy your boo-hoo, woo-hoo party with Super Teacher. Take good care of your pack. I can't wait for you to come back. Catch some pride. Put it inside. Here's some love. Save it for later. Let your brain grow bigger and bigger and bigger as you grow, so I won't even recognize you when you come back, because you'll be so mature. I miss you very much. So much, I can't even tell you how much.